card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was out my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken short. On first down, Brady. This one left side caught by Barrios. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Wait!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Hold this. Stop!
Shotgun now for Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
20. 380. Here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
29. Alpha. Go. Check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the pass 3. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Off off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
12. Gun. Go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Gun. Wait. Gun. 54, south.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Charles, for the New England Patriots, one stat that you and I were looking at before the game, it's kind of interesting. When they lost in weeks 14 and 15, it's the first time they suffered back-to-back defeats in December since 2002. So I don't know that they're in trouble as they go toward the playoffs, but not playing their best football.
I think that's a great point because you have to go back to 2002 for that to happen. So their level of consistency off the charts. But you're exactly right. They are not playing their best football. And what they're always competing for is one of those opening week buys where they have to play that extra game in the playoffs. It looks like this year they may very well have to play that extra game. And if that's the case, that's not the recipe for getting to the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath here to White. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Goal 50. Goal 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now White. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons, their offense takes the field again, and the story for them this year, if you had to sum it up in one word, I think you would agree, it's been injuries in 2018. This is not the year they expected to have.
And it really happened on both sides of the ball, but it happened bigger on the defensive side of the ball. Keanu Neal, their free safety. Ricardo Allen, their strong safety. Deion Jones missed 10 games at middle linebacker. Flip it over to the offense. Devontae Freeman missed.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. On second down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
220, round 80, round 80. We go. Wide. Go. Wait, we got.
On second down, here's Brady. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Let's go, let's go. One play at a time now. Mike by four, Mike by four, Mike by four. Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
On third down, Michelle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready. 25. Get up.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Wait. Let's go. Wait.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Get up!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Kyle Van Noy in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Left. 22. Got it. 12. Space. On.
Now Ryan on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Switch. Gun. There we go.
To throw on third down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Gun.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. This time Ryan will throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession.
I let my birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got a in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Go hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the aping. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle, I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle,
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money, I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. Know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Yo. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. Round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, C5, Wayne time. Yeah. Zone. Let me see your shoulders work. I mean, I don't know what y'all came here to do, but if you ain't got a lighter, what for?
What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head like a buffalo. You a roughneck, I'm a cutthroat. You a tough. Pull back like a cornrow. Extra in the stash like a console. Listening to Bono, you listen to Dono. What the bro? Where the love go? Swizzy, he the chef. I like my lunch gross. Just look up, bro. Now the scuds go. I see the. But where did bro go? To the unknown. Only way he coming back is through his unbones. If you see what's in my bag, think I'm a lord. It's empty when I give it back. Now where's the love, bro? What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2. carry two, I let one go. Smile, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head, like a buffalo.
Pockets too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a Danny, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like Hummus C-dip. Acrobat with the flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new hope. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 till a million need matter. Yep, like in the Kango enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text. Hard counter setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Break bread, a fake dead, a bit, they hate that. 50 million a year, that make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no heat haul. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown get down with a on me and a half a blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot, went bought it. Caught case with the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live that they rapping back, catching them back what they capping back. Ain't roll mom, but we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left. Hup.
We to the man, Atlanta hat caught to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stun till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll, keep it been to you. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put 6 wheels on the railroad bar. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think it's the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady decking clown. We chasing meals so we can butt that down. Top but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. Still remember me when they sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you act stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the bed back on Monday for Rocky Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday for Rocky Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money my with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, for rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Right now, and you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk I'm the man right now. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my, me. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I'm done. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. Right now, I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standard. Feel like Joey Tanner, big spender, Kris Jenner. I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man is just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay with.
Ball as these Falcons get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. These folks are ready, and we are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett from 19 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't let in the offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, wait. Got it. Black 25. Hey, right half. Play.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Kick it, boys! Shadow! Wide! Let's go!
On first down, Brady. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Go! 20! Like 20! Go!
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Gordon, of course, picked up in a trade from the Browns back on September 18th, and he really should help a Patriot offense that has some question marks at wide receiver.
Yeah, you're banking on a lot of potential here with Josh Gordon, because if you get the total package, if you get the size, the speed, the catch radius, the ability to play the ball in the air, he has everything. Could be one of the top 3 or 4 receivers in the NFL when he's on top of his game. And they need him to be that. Remember, they traded Brandon Cooks to the Los Angeles Rams in the offseason.
Hey, 166. Go! Move! Hey, go! Sugar! Wait, we can!
Brady to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Stop! Ready? Ready? Wide! Full 50.
To throw, it's Brady. To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Get up! Left!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Gun!
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Hey, gun.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Get up! Hey, gun. Let's go. 21.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now out come the Patriots. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wait! 54! Go! Hey, goal 66! Goal 50!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Wait!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. 54, south! Gun. Go!
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
Gun. Wait! Left!
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Room to run inside the 40. The 30. 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for New England. 53 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, 67 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And it's 17-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. A little juke. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Left side, it's Dorsett. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Wide. Like 20, 380. We go. Wide.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Being chased out, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brady now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Brady now on first down. He completes it right side to White. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense. But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Hill. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
21.
Now Ryan on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Left. Go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On second down, here's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Throwing now is Brady. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll give him second down. On the toss, here's Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Wait, 20! 380! Come!
Shotgun now for Brady. Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Ryan He goes underneath to Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Right. Hey, white.
On second down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gun. 12. Hey, South. Get up. Let's go.
To throw again is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing again, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, Ryan. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as well. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Let's go.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey. Got three down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Eric Sobert from 4 yards out. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I'm I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw here. Escaping, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Brady to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Eluding the tackle. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So the Patriots coming out now. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
bag. I'm out of here, man.